Let's discuss. It's Rachel back again with another reaction video, and today I will be checking out a new single from Void of Vision called Hell Hell Hell. I saw on pictures from their most recent US tour that Jack was wearing a jacket that said Hell Hell Hell, so now we will get to see what that is from. They have been working on, releasing multiple EPs. The most recent one that they released has one of my favorite Void of Vision songs in their discography on it. That would be Alter. That song is just phenomenal. In terms of this year, that one has been a big one for me. So I'm very excited to see what what sound they're going to be continuing with. This newer stuff has been absolutely top tier for me. So I will link the music video that I'll be using in this reaction, as well as the rest of Void of Vision's social media and whatnot, in the description of this video. Other than that, I'm going to stop talking and we are going to get straight into it. Oh, there's the jacket. Oh, heavy electronics. Where will it go? Is it gonna... Oh! It is gonna stay. You went from what it was to watch me. Damn. It's like you shot for me. It's like you went from what it was to watch me. Weird. Interesting. Void of Vision, Hell, Hell, Hell. Let's discuss. So, for some time, Void of Vision has really been leaning into the electronic elements. That's nothing new for their sound, I would say, especially after Hyper Days, Redux, and such. Hyper Days itself, it's always been a characteristic of theirs that's been present, I would say, but this has been the weirdest of their songs, and I think the one that most heavily, like, you know, shoulder leans into that sound all the way through the breakdown. And that was really, I was waiting to see through the song if it would get to a point where it would not be relying so heavily on those electronic elements, but it really didn't, even throughout that breakdown, which is, it's perfectly fit to the sound of this rest, to the sound of the rest of the song. And that's a point in the song which really piqued my interest to see what they would do, because I think it's sort of, it must be somewhat difficult, I think, to commit to that sound fully and make something that's, I would say, quite different. Like, I know every time I say something like that, people will, like, comment and be like, no, you've never listened to this. But I mean, for, like, what I'm listening to and such, this is something that more heavily relies on that. And it's really neat to see from a band who has, like I was just talking about, who has had that present in their sound for so long, to see them put out something like this and really kind of step into the image that they're wanting to create. Because, I mean, there are a lot of things and moments in this song that could have been done a bit differently to maybe make it more palatable or something. And I'm not saying either that I don't like this, because palatable makes it sound like something that's not good, but I think that that's not the case. I think that when you do something different, there's automatically going to be people who it falls outside of kind of like that, you know, if you picture like a Venn diagram in the middle section, when you go into or out of different genres and stuff, that tends to move with that, if that makes sense. You can, like, picture what I'm saying, and you're gonna lose people, and some people are very vocal about that stuff. So I personally really enjoy seeing a band do that and not really worry about that, because there are also people that you're gonna get that will listen to this and be like, this is so different from anything else I've heard. What is this band? And they'll get into it from there, you know. It's in a sound change like this one as well, where it was never like a very obvious Void of Vision put something out and it sounded completely different. It sounded like them releasing stuff and really moving pieces around to put out what they want to put out. And that's not even to say that they've changed their sound fully or anything. I'm just talking about their more recent releases, because I had just mentioned in the intro of, I think it was the intro at least, of this video, that Alter is my favorite song of anything that they've done recently. And if you compare that to this track, that in itself, it's completely different sounding. So, and that was the last release that they had. So it's not to say that they've fully changed their sound or anything, but I think that they've leaned into it enough and kind of experimented with it enough and made it part of their sound to the point where they're able to put out a song like Alter as a closer on one release and then hop right into releasing a single like this the next thing that they do. And it does have vocally, and even in some of the portions that are different vocally, it's still very Void of Vision, but I think that vocally it still stays incredibly in line with the rest of their sound, if that makes sense. So, like, the changes I'm talking about are pretty much strictly those electronic elements and that sort of approach to a breakdown, and it's small detail, big details in this case, big details that are obvious, but then there are also big details like the vocals and maybe big detail. The vocals are the same, and I would say the rest of the song probably really falls kind of outside of that and feels different instrumentally. Anyway, I'm really using a lot of words to convey one idea. I enjoyed this a lot, very different. It won't be my most played Void of Vision song or anything, but I can really respect the difference in sound to anything else on my playlist right now. And this is going to be another thing where I think it really will relate to what you are listening to on a regular basis, where your roots in music lie. If you listen to a lot of music this will probably be the most electronic thing that I really listen to. I don't listen to a lot of stuff that incorporates that. So for someone like me who does not, this will be the thing that sort of adds into my playlist that brings that sound in. For other people who do already, they may enjoy this more than I did, because that, you know what I'm saying. Anyway, without blabbing on too much more, those are my thoughts after listening to the song once. I will be doing revisiting. I definitely want to get another listen to that breakdown and really just I don't know, just all of it. It's very interesting to me. So anyway, the music video will be in the description of this video, as well as the rest of Void of Vision's social media. You can go ahead and check any of that out if you would like. Go ahead and support them if you can, because that is what we can do for these bands, and that's about it. Other than that, you can also find my link tree that will have the invite for the Discord server that I talk about in every single video. We have music-related conversation and channels, Last FM stats, new music spoiler threads and forums, all sorts of stuff, as well as channels unrelated to music, like general, where we're talking about whatever is going on. We have pets, gaming, entertainment, all sorts of different stuff. So if you're interested in coming and join and check out the community, that will be there, as well as my Instagram profile link, where I do post all music related content. I post a chart every Friday of what I've listened to the most over the course of the week and how much I've listened to those things. I post my never-ending merch collection, which I'm constantly adding to, so I'll post once or twice a week, usually about merch, and then sometimes I'll post about shows if I've been to one recently and have pictures or videos to share about that. So that's the idea, music-related content. My handle on there is the same as my YouTube channel. It's Rachel Reacts, but again, it will be in that link tree in the description if you have any interest in following me. As always, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it.